So today we're going to be doing two-step equations. Who remembers what an equation is? Talia.
So that's like when you say that two things are the same, right?
Yeah, exactly. An equation is just a name for a mathematical expression that says that one thing is equal to something else. So for this example, we have 2x plus 5 is equal to 21. We have 2x plus 5, one thing, is equal to 21. The other thing, just think about it like equal equation. So, who remembers what the variable in this equation would be? Chris?
2x.
Very close. Remember, the variable is always the thing that we want to find out the value of. It's like the mystery number, or the number that we have to solve the equation to get. It's not just revealing its identity to us like the other numbers. So you're right that we don't know what the value of 2x is yet, but we do know what the value of 2 is, right? It's 2. So it's actually x alone that's going to be the variable here. So the goal of solving this two-step equation is going to be to figure out what the value of x, the variable, is. So to do that, we need to figure out how to get it alone on one side of the equation so that we have what it's equal to on the other side. And the first step in solving a two-step equation is always to combine like terms. In this case, we have 3 terms total. We have 2x, 5, and 21. And you see that 5 and 21 would be like terms because they're both numbers with no variables. So we can combine them in order to get 2x, the term with the variable, by itself on one end of the equation. So you see here we have 2x plus 5. So to get rid of this 5, so we have 2x by itself, we're going to want to subtract 5. But remember, if we're doing something to one side of an equation, we also have to do it to the other, because we have equal equation. So we subtract 5 from both, and then we get 2x plus 0 equals 16. And then we don't really need the 0 here, because it's not really adding anything, so we can write 2x equals 16. So then, this is something you guys know how to solve. We have 2 times x equals 16, so what we want to do is we want to divide 2 to figure out what x is alone. So we divide by 2 on both sides, remember, because if you do something to one side, you always have to do it to the other. And we get x equals 8. So now, if you want to check, you can plug x back into your original equation. We have 2 times 8 is 16 plus 5 equals 21. So it works. So now, we're going to learn a little chant so you guys always remember how to solve two-step equations. Okay, it goes like this. Combine like terms to isolate the variable. That's how you solve a two-step equation. Okay, I'll do it one more time. Combine like terms to isolate the variable. That's how you solve a two-step equation. Okay, now it's turn to try it.
Combine like terms to isolate the variable. That's how you solve a two-step equation.
Yep, you guys got it. Okay. So let's now work through another example and use our little chant that we learned to help us. So we have 3x plus 4x minus 2 equals 19. And we've got a couple more things going on here than we had in the first equation, but it's nothing that you guys can't deal with because you know what the first step is. It is to
combine like terms.
Yes. Okay. So who can tell me what we should do first? Perry.
Subtract 2 from both sides?
So close. You're right that we do need to do something with the 2 so that we get the 2 terms with the variables, 3x and 4x, on one side of the equation by itself. But we're already subtracting 2 from this original equation, so to get rid of the 2, we actually need to add 2. And then remember, if we're adding it to one side, we have to add it to the other. So then we get 3x plus 4x plus 0 equals 21. We don't need the 0, so we have 3x plus 4x equals 21. So does anyone see any more like terms we can combine? Yeah, Abby.
3x and 4x.
Yeah, that's right. 3x and 4x are alike because they both have the variable x in them. So to combine them, what should we do?
We should add them.
Yeah, totally. So we have 7x equals 21. So now all we need to do is figure out how to get this x by itself, get rid of its coefficient of 7, so we can find out what it's equal to. So what should we do? Casey.
Divide by 7?
Yeah, you're right. So we divide both sides of the equation by 7, and then we get x is equal to 3. Okay, so